fallen god, creator and destroyer of worlds, hear my vow. Hear my vow. My vow of defiance.
The monastery's ahead. I wonder if it is still safe.
Either way, our quest for Antanas nears a conclusion.
I hope he's worth all the men we've lost on our way here.
We made it. Let's get to work.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Even for a monastery. Hold on.
Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And this game is called Lords of the Fallen. And I don't know if I'm going to do a full LP of it. I've been trying to find something that can scratch my Dark Souls itch. I've been debating to run back through Bloodborne, but that's a long, drawn-out process, and I'm not really looking for the whole Bloodborne type of thing. I'm looking for the more sword and shield type thing. So I've had this game ever since it came out. I think after it came out, I didn't buy it right out the gate, but I think it came on. It was one of the free PSN games that they released every month, and I don't remember when I downloaded it. I want to say it was like a year ago, but I've never actually played it since Dark Souls 3 came out, and I've been playing other games and doing stuff for the channel. So like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a full LP, but I have a lot of time on my hands right now, so I just felt like playing something a little bit different. I played the first 10 minutes of it, and I really do like it. From what I understand, it's more of like a Dark Souls clone type thing that puts their own little spin on it. It's not as polished as Dark Souls, though. And people were saying that it's kind of short, so I guess that works in my favor, in my favor. That way I can do an LP of it, but they say it's about 12 to 15 hours, something like that. I mean, I don't mind length all that much. As long as it's around like the 12 or 15 hour mark, I'm fine, as long as the story is there. I don't know if this game has a story like that. I'm assuming it's going to be a typical story. It's not going to be like Dark Souls where everything is like vague and you got to look into every damn thing. but we're going to try it out. The class that I chose, because in the beginning you can pick your, I guess, your class, your setup, that kind of sort of thing. I went with the 2 daggers. So I got a daggers and shield, so pretty much a rogue type class. And I went with that because everybody was saying about this game, they said the combat isn't as polished as Dark Souls. So you swing your weapons and stuff like that is extremely slow. I didn't mind that all that much, but I remember when I first downloaded and played the game, I think I played like the first 5 minutes, like right after I beat this guy, there's a boss character that, you know, that they make you fight. And I remember fighting him, and I do remember, I think I picked the Knight class, which is a regular sword and shield type character. And it was kind of slow. You can definitely see how it's like, it's nowhere near as polished as, let's say, like Dark Souls, or the people who made this game, they're just not super experienced at making a Souls type game yet. It's not bad, mind you, like the combat is definitely decent, but it's just not as fast as I wanted to be. So I was like, well, if the combat is slow, then let me at least get the 2 daggers. Yeah, it's gonna make me a little bit squishy, but I'm hoping that it kind of sort of like I can do like a death of 1,000 cuts type thing. I can run up on somebody real quick, get a couple stabs in and run back. I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. But from what I understand, this game doesn't lock you into a particular class, I don't think. You can, if I find, let's say, a sword or like a great sword or whatever, I can still switch to that. It's not, I'm not locking myself in for the rest of the game like this. So I think I remember played like the boss character again, so I'm pretty much good on that. This game does have the typical Dark Souls type dodging and shielding and all that kind of sort of stuff. Plus, that right there was pretty cool. I know I tested it out before when I was doing my test recording just before we started recording, and I think the rogue character is the only character that can get a backstab. I'm not sure about that, but the backstab is incredibly useful, as in most games. So we're just going to play this here, and I'm going to play a few hours of it. I'm going to probably break it up into either 20-minute chunks or half-hour chunks for the channel, because I'm uploading a lot right now. I got Yakuza. I just started doing Home Sweet Home as a horror game, for October. I'm still recording Destiny going up, so we got a lot of stuff uploading on the channel, but I figured I'd record at least, a few things of this. I don't have to upload this right away. I can do this whenever, but I'm probably going to shove this in there somewhere. No pun intended, YouTube. But we're just gonna play it for a little bit here and see how things go. And I'm really enjoying what I see of the game so far. So
it's locked.
Yeah, shit's always locked, man. What can you do? All right.
You're still losing blood, 𝐾𝐨𝐲. The Rogar got you good.
I didn't let you out of prison to worry about me.
You're no use to me if you bleed to death.
I will try to spare you the inconvenience of my death.
So far, I've seen only corpses, no survivors.
The Rogar have clearly breached the walls of the monastery, and Tanis would have given his life to protect his people. If he is alive, then some of them might have survived too.
There must be some way to open this door.
A switch, perhaps, or a key.
And as you guys can see, it's kind of B-rate. It's definitely not a AAA game, but to me, I don't mind that so much as long as the gameplay is there and the story is decent. I'm not expecting greatness every time I pick up a controller with every game, so that doesn't turn me off too much. But if I remember right, we had to walk around and find a key somewhere. So, was there a door back here? Yep, here we go. Okay. The only thing that I wish this game had is I wished it had a little bit more of a character customization type thing, but they kind of, you're like a preset type guy. Like you can, custom create your class and things like that, but as far as your character, you are this knight guy. From what I understand, he's a... Not on the first date, guy. Not on the first date. Alright. So if I remember right, this game has a potion type system, kind of like Dark Souls. So let me drink that real quick. And, ooh, is that a chest? No, that is not a chest. Okay. But it's very similar to Dark Souls. I mean, it is a Dark Souls clone. So, yep, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted just to be able to wail on people. And it looks like the daggers, they're not too weak, so if I had a different weapon, I could probably kill these guys in one hit. But, I mean, I don't mind dancing around them. That's what I was hoping I was going to be. Wow, you're not dead yet? Okay.
It is in me, and it is changing me, my skull. The bones are moving, growing. It does not feel like poison in my veins, more like liquid darkness. We have seen with others what happens next. Eyesight goes first, then follows sanity. Brother William, Brother Peter and I won't let the disease take us. We will choose death before it chooses us.
Okay, so I'm guessing these people are infected, and the knights, they just either died by the infected people or they chose to commit suicide here. Yeah, but the game, I mean, the combat system, I mean, it fits exactly what I was looking for. Like I said, I was looking for something to play Dark Souls, and or something Dark Souls-like. And this is one, it was between this and Surge, the one game by somebody else. And I chose this game only because the Surge kind of has clunky game mechanics. Because I remember the Surge when it came out, and I had grabbed the game for PC, and I was going to do an LP of it, you know, but I got caught up with other stuff and things like that, so I never got around to it. So when I was playing, you know, something, you know, I was getting that itch. I was like, you know what, I need a new Dark Souls game or something. So it was between this game and that game, so... Wow, you just going to ignore me like that, bro? Alright, looks like I'm not too weak. I thought I was going to be a little bit squishy with being the rogue class, but that's definitely not the case. I'm going to try to dance around these guys instead of just doing dodges, because the dodges in this game...
Dear Father, the fires on the horizon, they are spreading towards our village. I beg you, be careful. Something evil is happening. I can feel that. You can always seek refuge here, in the monastery. Whatever happens, Antanas can save us. Please, please, be safe.
But as you guys can see, the reason I said I'm going to dance around them is because I can easily just walk around them like this and dodge some attacks. You can do roll dodges and stuff like in this game, but it's not as smooth as, let's say, a Bloodborne or Dark Souls and all of that. So it's a little bit more clunky. So I guess maybe for bosses I might use it, but for regular guys like this, I can easily just, you know, dodge behind them and backstab them like that. So it's incredibly useful. But we don't gotta use it, so. And it's a whole lot quicker too. Alright, what is this? Okay. Once you have defeated from an enemy, one enemy portal. Okay. Alright, you know, I don't mind free rewards. Maybe this is something like the Dead Space 2 locked doors. I know in Dead Space 2 you had these certain doors that you would unlock with power nodes, and power nodes you would use to upgrade your character in Dead Space. So maybe this is something similar. Maybe as I play through the game you come across these things and maybe I can unlock them. It's going to cost me, but maybe it has a lot of benefits and stuff on the other side, like tons of rewards or experience or something. So, are you a big guy? Let's see how strong you are. My backstab is pretty good. Okay, backstab is the truth. Gotta backstab everybody. Alright, did you drop anything? No. Looking like the guy. Don't he look like the guy from Overlord? Video game that came out years ago. Like, you take away like the grotesque monster parts of him, he's dressed similar to the main character in Overlord. Overlord 1 and 2. Ooh, give me that. Energy shard. I don't recall picking up a key, so let me go back. But what is that?
These things keep coming. We fight back, but there are too many of them. It is sickening to see them move. Their limbs twist and turn in ways they're not supposed to. And their smell. It's like fire and death creeping up your nose. One of the creatures we were fighting spat on us. The saliva hit my eye. It burned, and it burns deeper into me.
Okay, so he got infected, I'm guessing. Alright, there has to be a key somewhere. Because I recall you get this key and then you go in that door and there's a boss right there. Like right there out the gate, just like in Dark Souls. And then you fight him, and as far as I got is where you see the monk guy. After the boss fight, he disappears and you gotta go find him, and that's as far as I know. That big guy didn't drop a key? I noticed their bodies are gone too. But yeah, like I'm brand new to this game. I played at most maybe 10 or 15 minutes of it. Even some channels that I watched Let's Plays of on YouTube, I watched a couple people do it. But it was just like a video here and there. I didn't watch like a full LP, so I know nothing about how this game's leveling up system is, how the game's story is, nothing. I'm going in, you know, pretty much fresh. So, as you guys can see with me fumbling around, trying to find words to say while I look around for this key. Trying to keep the video interesting here. That looks like a chest. Can I crouch? Like, is there a crouch button? No. Okay. No crouch button. Nope, that's shield. That's which is that. Let's jump back and dodge. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Maybe there's something I get to raise up that gate down there, maybe. Because I know when I played this game when it came out, I know you got a key to open that front door. I mean, come on, it's the beginning of the game. And I don't recall it being hidden anywhere. Wait, did we go down there? Nope, as a matter of fact, no we didn't. Okay, so it might be down there. Yep, here we go. Yep, kill you before you stand up. Alright, grab this. What is this? Oh, there's the key. There's the key we was looking for. Oh, that's some bullshit. That's alright, though. Alright, can we go in there? Okay. Maybe this is a shortcut. I mean, I don't know if this game does shortcuts like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and everything, but maybe there's a switch on the other side of that gate we can get to. But since we got the key, the one thing that I'm not sure about this game is game length. I've heard that some people say, oh, it takes 8 hours. I've heard some people say 12 to 15. Some people say it takes like 20 to 25, and they weren't a completionist. So I think this is one of those things where if you know where to go, then the game can be short. Like it could be like 1 to 3 hours type short. But since this is my first time playing, I mean, I don't know where to go. I'm going to be exploring, fumbling around, things like that. So I'm guessing it's going to be around 10 to 15 hours or something like that. So
I've found a key.
What are you waiting for? Open the door.
I could use some help.
Here, this might be useful.
You want to give me a potion? Okay. Yep, he did. Because I had 4. Alright, open the door.